Hello everybody, it's Michael Finkley with The Michael Finkley Show.
And I'm Nicole with Conversations with Nicole. You can join me Wednesdays at 9 a.m. on all of my streaming platforms.
Well, Nikki, don't forget about The Michael Finkley Show, Mondays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the CTR Media Network.
Join us!
What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Prince Hortboom and I play Jacob in Fated Seduction, and you guys are watching The Michael Finkley Show.
On the next Michael Finkley, Marion County edition, I am super excited to be interviewing officials that are running for positions here in Marion County, including the Honorable Chief Carroll Atkinson III and Kendra Fling. And I get to chat with playwright himself, Mr. Cregory Adams. Don't miss it, Pink Fam. Next Michael Finkley, Marion County edition.
There's a new familiar face this time. Say hello to the new daytime. See it everywhere you go. Doing the greatest show. It's no other than the Michael Finkley Show. There is no other. He's like no other. I'm so glad that someone resonates with me. Come celebrate with me. Let's do it tonight.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. I am super excited to be on location right here in my hometown of Mullins, South Carolina, right here in a Waking Coffee Shop, right here downtown Mullins. So if you've never been before, come on by and tell them Finkley sent you. Coffee, smoothies, pastries, everything is fantastic. So definitely patronize them. I'm excited to bring back our amazing series, Your Vote Matters. And within this, we're talking to candidates that are running for positions within the county of Marion, right here in South Carolina. So my first guest, he's been in the same role for the past over 30 years as probate judge, and he is looking to be reelected. He tells us why and so much more. Of course, I'm talking about the Honorable T. Carroll Atkinson III.
Just fine, Michael. Pleasure to be with you today. A pleasure to be with you today.
We thank you so much, Judge, for just being with us, and just take a little time out to just talk about who you are.
Yes, sir.
And your platform, and we have some new voters out there that'll be that can vote this year.
Sure.
And they're just a little eager to learn, what does a probate judge do?
Well, to go back to your original question, my history, I was born and raised in Marion County. I lived in Marion County all of my life. Now, I grew up in Marion, went to Marion High School, then I went off to Newberry College, and been back in Marion all my life. At the present time, approximately 15 years ago, I moved from Marion to Fort Rich on the river between Mullins and Nichols. So, but I still consider myself a Marion resident.
Of course.
I have a restaurant in Marion, T-Roy's Restaurant. My son and I operate. But like I say, I was born and raised in Marion. My father was in the John Deere farm equipment business for 45 years. He was mayor of Marion for 25 plus years. So I've been active and growing up in the political surroundings all my life. Probate judge is a job that, to be honest with, it helps the people in the community in a time of distress and when they're most in need. I was very fortunate to be a good friend of Governor Carroll Campbell. And in 1987, our judge retired in the middle of his term. And Governor Campbell appointed me to fill out the term, a year and a half term, and then I had to run for election in 1988. So I have run every 4 years since 1988. There have been years, it's a 4-year term, and there have been years when I had no opposition. There have been years when I've had opposition. I take it all very seriously.
Of course,
because it's a job that's open to the public, and you're serving the public. To get back to what we do, I've generally had a staff of 2 people work with me through the years. And, different ones. Sometimes they'll get hired away for a better job or whatever. But we help people when they are in times of mourning, lost a loved one and a family. We try to help them probate the estate, which is a matter of getting property or belongings out of the deceased name into the name of who it's supposed to go to. Hopefully, I try to encourage people to have a will, because if you got a will, it specifies who you want to get, what you own when you pass away.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a will, then the laws of South Carolina take effect, and it kind of divides it up in a different area than that.
Yeah.
And so I encourage people to do that, and a world of people will do it, and then you got some people that are say, I'm not going to do it, I'll let them fight over what I got.
Right.
You know, when I'm gone. But it's a job that's stressful at times, and you have to make decisions that somebody's not going to like some of the time. But in all fairness to what I've tried to do, I sit down with everybody. I know a world of people in this county, or either they have connections to me through a friend of theirs, and they'll come talk with me and say, Mr. Carroll, so-and-so told me to come, and I try to help them solve the problem as easy as we can. Sometimes it's not easy, sometimes it is. I really stress to people easy way of handling mistakes, especially between a husband and a wife. If they are happily married and got a will, leaving everything from one to the other, fine. They still got to go through probate to say get their house out. But if they do a deed of retaining lifetime rights. In other words, the husband and wife, if they own good feeling and they don't want the husband or the wife to have to probate, go to the will, even though they own the property 50-50,
Right.
they can do a deed. They can do a deed saying right of survivorship. At my death, the property automatically passes to my surviving spouse. So I encourage people to do that. Now, husband and wife are more accepting of that. Sometimes, if it's just, if one spouse has died, the other one might not want to do that with their children. They might want to divide it up for children, or sometimes they do. But we try to advise them and help them, and they got questions. Another fact that we do in probate court is we issue marriage licenses. That's where you get your marriage license, and it's a 24-hour waiting period. You come in, you apply, and you have 24 hours to think about it before you come back.
I love that part.
I've had many of them come in, and I said, "Are y'all sure? Are y'all sure?" And they'll sign that license. I said, "Now today's Friday, so you can't pick it up till Monday. And if you want to think about it a little bit longer than that, it's good for a year or so." But it's mostly helping people
I got you.
when they
I got you.
got them. We do get involved with mental health and drug and alcohol at times when folks are having problems. The family members try to help get them committed to an institution or get them to outpatient treatment with, with Marion County Mental Health or drug and alcohol. So we are involved in that. We're involved in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff we're not involved in.
I see.
But
I see.
the thing I enjoy about it is I help people come see me. Say, I got a problem with such and such and such. And it has nothing to do with what I do.
Oh, wow.
But I send them to the right person.
Exactly.
I direct them, try to help them get to the right person to help with their problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And like I said, you've been doing this for over 30 years, serving the citizens of Marion County in that right. So within your platform and what you do and the experience that you've gathered over the years, why should the citizens again vote for Atkinson?
Well, I feel like I have done a good job. I feel like I have tried to help the people in Marion County, no matter who they were. If they came to see Carroll Atkinson brought them in his office. We talked. I tried to iron out their problem. I try to guide them in the direction they need to go. Some people have questioned why am I running again for re-election? Because I enjoy being out.
Yeah.
I'm not one to sit at home. I want to be out. I'd rather be out trying to help people, see people, communicate with people, and I just enjoy being out helping, in the public and doing that. And I'm of the age that I could have retired a long time ago, but as long as the people of Marion County will keep electing me and give me another 4 years, I would certainly appreciate it. And at the end of those 4 years, I'll make a decision on, what goes on down past that. But I just enjoy helping people and communicating, and whether it's a joke or whether it's serious, sometimes you can take them both ways. I'm sorry I can't help you. I wish I could help you, but
Gotcha.
But I try to help wherever I can.
I gotcha. And it shows within your work as well, especially with your community service work. Just to name a few things: the Marion Rotary Club, Marion and Mullins Chamber of Commerce, the Swamp Fox Booster Club. Why is customer service / being a part of the community so important for you?
It's important for people to know that you are involved in affairs. I've been president of the Marion Chamber of Commerce probably 2 or 3 times in the years over the period of time. I've been a member of Mullins Chamber of Commerce, Swamp Fox Booster Club. I was really involved after I got out of high school because that was the fundraising organization for the local high school, Marion High School at that time. And I enjoy serving. I enjoy going and talking with people, asking for support for this program or that program, contributing to this to try to help bring the youth of today to a better environment maybe than some of us came up under in the past. And by being involved in these different organizations through the years, I've been a member of Rotary Club over 50 years.
Wow.
I got out of college in '69, and my daddy proposed me in Rotary in '70 or '71. So I've been a member of the Marion Rotary Club, and now today it is the Marion Mullins Rotary Club, as we combined clubs a few years ago. But I enjoy being with a group of people every Thursday at the Dry Dock. We have our Thursday meeting, and it's everything's up and go. Get on the go.
Gotcha. I love that because, again, it's very rare, especially in this day and time, that you see someone that has a heart for service, especially for their community, and it definitely shows through you. I have to ask, within your stance within the political aspect, right? You feel that your legacy, your father, you, and your son is also involved as well in that right. What will you say to the citizens of Marion County in the sense of if they elect you for this next 4 terms, this next 4 years? What can we see different? What can we see the same within your administration?
Well, basically, it's the same. We're going to be dealing with the same problems. Helping people when they have deaths in their family, helping people when they have mental health problems in their families. It's basically the same thing. It does not change. The job does not change too much on a year basis. Some people might come in with a different type problem than you've had before, and you have to kind of guide them in the direction. Many times, we can't do legal stuff. So many a time we have to refer. We give them a list of attorneys in Marion County and say, you need to go talk to an attorney, let the attorney bring the issue to court, and then we can move on and try to solve your problem. Because we can't, a lot of times you have, especially if there's disputes with family members, when someone's died, if there's disputes and this and that, I highly recommend they get attorneys, because I'm not going to be the one to sit there and I'm going to listen to the attorneys present the cases, and whereas both people might be friends of mine that are arguing need to get a case, and it puts you in a difficult case. And I've had complaints, but you cannot always. You got to go by what you think is right and what the law stands. How the law stands, and somebody's not going to always be happy with a decision that's made by any judge. It doesn't matter if it's a probate judge, family court or circuit court. Everybody's not going to be happy all the time. But I try my best to make both sides come to a mutual agreement that, hey, it's either going to be go to a higher court and spend more money, or let's resolve it right here in probate court and try to resolve it in a peaceful way where y'all can walk out of here together. You know, and still be brother and sister, or family. You know, and so it's a challenge, but I enjoy it. When they come in that door and say they want to see Judge Atkinson, I know it's somebody that knows me, or either somebody that's told them, you go ask for him.
All right.
And
all right.
So I thoroughly enjoy the job, and I hope I can get elected to a new 4-year term and serve 4 more years as Marion County probate judge.
All right, you heard it here. Judge Atkinson, thank you for being with us and just sharing who you are and why we should vote for you.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Marion County, just remember, your vote does matter. We'll be right back. Coming up, Kendra Fling. Back in a moment.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Brent Jones. They call me a gospel artist. Well, okay. You are watching The Michael Finkley Show. It's the best show. What up, Fink?
On the next Michael Finkley, we are live location right here in Manchester, New Hampshire, with amazing Christian artists on the rise. As a rapper, SSJ Mikey is with us as we talk about his amazing music, and it takes a village, Fink fam. Of course, creative director himself, Arnold Sokol, is with us too. Join in, Fink fam. Thanks, Finkley. Hello, everybody. It's Finkley from the Finkley Experience. We're an educational consulting firm that specializes in first-generation education. So we assist students with their college and career endeavors. We train school administrators on the state of first-generation students. And also, we partner with colleges and universities to assist with their first-generation population for easy transition from high school to college. So if you're looking for a presenter or speaker that presents on these topics and so much more, visit our website at thefinkleyexperience.com and learn about all that we do. We're looking forward to working with you. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show and our awesome series of Your Vote Matters. Marion County, it definitely does. Our next guest, she is running for a political office here in Marion County. She's going to talk about it all and so much more. I am chatting with the amazing Kendra Fling. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh my word, we were having a conversation beforehand. I'm like, where you been? Why I know you? You know, who are you people? All this kind of good stuff we say around here. So thank you for being with us. We appreciate you so much. So please tell the Fink fam, what you're running for and why.
Thank you. I am Kendra Fling, and I am running for Marion County Coroner. And because most people think that it's just someone that shows up when there's a death. But I like to change that perception. I am an educator. I'm a nurse practitioner. I've educated on healthcare and diagnosis for years. So one thing that I like to do is address how we can prevent those deaths. And I want people to know who I am before they need me. I don't want the first time that I have an encounter with someone to be when I show up to say, I'm sorry, but your loved one is deceased.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've been here in Marion County for 19 years.
You're one of us.
Yes. And I grew up right down the road in Dillon County, so it's not like I'm very far off. But same kind of politics in Marion and Dillon, so so this is home.
I got you. So could you go in a little bit more detail, because we have younger viewers that are watching now. It's their first time voting.
Ooh,
so exciting. First time voting within the position that you're running for as coroner. What does that position do within the county?
So the coroner in the county is the individual that records every death in the county. That individual records the deaths in the community, violent deaths, sudden deaths, anything suspicious. But that individual is the individual that knows the numbers. They know what the manner of death. They determine the manner of death. They know the numbers. They know what the cause of the deaths are, and so that individual would be the individual that would provide the information on what the causes of death are for the county. What are the top causes of death? That person would be able to identify the trends of public health concerns. They would be able to identify the drug overdoses in the county, and so even reach out to others and collaborate with other agencies so that we can educate on how to reduce the deaths. I know a lot of people say, well, it's not the coroner's position to prevent deaths. Well, it's not the coroner's position to prevent, but they have the information to share with the community so that the community can work on preventing. Yeah. I just happen to have a little background in healthcare where I can educate. So being a nurse practitioner, I am able to educate.
I love that. So give us a little bit of background about your medical experience in the field. You briefly talked about it before, but what does that look like for you over the past few years?
Yeah. So I have been in healthcare for 19 years. Spent the first 4 or 5 in case management. Then I went back to nursing school. So I've been a nurse, went to nursing school, finished nursing school, worked as a nurse for 5 years, and for the last 9 years I've been a nurse practitioner. So I work in long-term care and detention centers, but I also have 12 years of hospice experience.
Gotcha.
So educating and dealing with families in the last hours of life is something that I've done for quite a while. This will be a different position, though. But I am open and willing to get educated. Whatever education or training that's going to move me and Marion County further, I'm ready for it.
Gotcha. Do you think that Marion County is ready for you?
Oh, Marion County is ready. Marion County is ready. So currently, Marion County coroner has been in that position for 47 years. And I think Marion County is ready for a change. Ready to move forward when it comes to what services can come from the coroner's office. I'm committed to improving the response times and just overall quality of services beyond the last 47 years.
Gotcha. So when the voters of Marion County, they hit that number, they hit that whatever on June 11th, right? And if the result is you, what can we expect even more so out of your administration?
So on June the 11th, when you cast those ballots and we have the final numbers, the first thing that will take place is the identification of agencies. So one thing I definitely want to do is bring agencies to the table. I want to establish a advisory board so that across the county we can work together to implement some policies and procedures that we will have in place. We'll know that what across the board, who's going to require a autopsy, toxicology reports, and those type things. I know we have some child deaths here in the county that need to be investigated. I want to make sure that every family gets closure. So many deaths occur, and then the family is like, well, we really don't know what happened, or it was a natural cause. But we're going to thoroughly investigate to bring closure to each family.
Wow. Why is that so important for your campaign?
It's important for me and my campaign because I hear the stories. I hear the stories across the county about how my family member passed. One, we had to wait. We had to wait for hours. We had to sit with our deceased loved one. We really don't know what happened. We asked for an autopsy, we didn't receive it. And not that every death requires an autopsy, but let's review it. Let's determine whether they need it, and if it's something that's going to help the family bring closure, let's provide them with what we can to help bring closure to them. I've experienced death before. I've always had closure with my deaths, so I can only imagine what it feels like to have a deceased loved one and you never know. You never have the answers. So that is something that I definitely want to improve.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. When it comes down to education, you mentioned that before. I feel that you're educated by trade, definitely. Mm-hmm. How would you incorporate the educational component within your administration as well, and maybe workshops, seminars, something to educate the citizens of Marion County of what your office may be doing?
Yes. So I would definitely host workshops. And when it comes to, like currently in South Carolina, the number one cause of death is coronary artery disease.
Oh my. Didn't know that.
Yes.
Wow.
The number one cause of death is coronary artery disease. The second leading cause is cancer, with lung cancer being number one.
Wow.
So addressing those issues, we don't know what the numbers are for Marion County, but we'll get to that. And once we know what the numbers are for Marion County, we can start to addressing how and educating the public on how we can reduce those. And not just the coroner's office, but collaborating with agencies like MUSC. We have Trinity, who we can talk with about the overdoses and how we can reduce the rate of the death rates related to overdoses. So it's just going to be a collaboration of the county, not just the coroner's office, but the education is definitely the piece that we need here in the county.
Gotcha. In collaboration with that as well, when it comes down to community, right? Marion County, we're small, but we're mighty in so many ways. How would you bring the idea of community service outreach to what you're proposing to us as a candidate for this position?
So we have a lot of churches. We have the rec department, so just reaching out to them and bringing them in on what we can provide, so that everybody is involved. It's not just the agencies in the county, but just definitely in the communities. We can host events in the housing communities, but one thing about it is I definitely want to meet people where they are.
Gotcha. I feel that's so important, especially in this day and time. People are looking for that resource. People are looking for the know-how, the education of it all. So thank you for sharing that within your platform. One good old time, why should the citizens of Marion County vote for you in this position?
Well, the citizens of Marion County should vote for me because I'm dedicated to providing them a better quality of service beyond what they have received for the last 47 years here in Marion.
Period. Gotcha. How can we support you? How can we follow you on social media?
Follow me on social media, Kendra Fling for Coroner. That's on Facebook. And you can also visit my website, which is Fling for Coroner, FlingForCoroner.com. And there you will find, you can reach out to us via email, you can make donations, you can make phone calls, and you can also read about me. You can get my bio, and if you have any questions, please call me. I definitely love to talk to individuals. I love to answer questions. People have had questions about the coroner's office, why I want to be the coroner. So I really enjoy speaking on that, and anything in healthcare. Anything in healthcare. I get calls all the time. So I'm always open to that.
Gotcha. Oh, my word. Well, thank you so much for being with us, and best wishes to you in June. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Again, Marion County, your vote does matter. Back in a moment. Next, Cregory Adams is with us. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Brett Chapin from Apple TV's Palm Royale, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show. And we're Greek brothers.
Hi guys, welcome to Awaken. We wanted to serve the city of Mullins. We are church owned, and we felt like a coffee shop was such a huge need in the city of Mullins. There's nowhere for people to just come, get a cup of coffee, sit with friends, maybe do some work on the laptop. And so we feel like it was a service that we could give back to the city. Well, our hope is that people will feel calm, that they'll feel welcome, that it'll be a place where they can come and just clear their mind.
We come here twice a day. That's how good their smoothies, their coffee, their lattes, frappes, delicious. I would love the atmosphere here. If I had time to come and just sit and relax, I would. It's awesome.
One thing that I really love about it being here is just the cozy environment. It's so inviting. I can come in here and I can get my schoolwork done, a good coffee and a good meal. But I'm just really thankful that they're here and that I have a good place to go.
We're open Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Awaken Coffee Bar, downtown Mullins.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Rosero. I am a creative director and choreographer to the stars. Make sure that you tune in to the Michael Finkley Show because he is off C-Chain. I don't know if people still say that, but you need to tune in. Peace.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Michael Finkley Show. Now, I must say, Marion County has some amazing talent and creative beings therein. I tell you, from writers to actors to actresses and also playwrights. And I must say, I'm very excited to be interviewing my new best friend within this realm of being creative in his own right, of writing, and bringing that visual to life in his amazing plays, in none other than Cregory Adams. How are you? Good to see you, man. Thank you for having me. It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Like I said, you're doing some amazing things in Marion County, and I know that the message is going to get out there even more so, and you're going to blow up. I love to say that he's our Tyler Perry in these parts. So where did this creative mind come from when it starts with you?
It started, I can go as far back as when I was a freshman in high school. My imagination would just roll and roll and roll, and then when I got into the music program and being part of the marching band, all the creative juices just started going, and I would just be able to express myself either through music or just writing.
Gotcha. And like I said, you've been doing a great job in bringing that to life, and I see that the persons in Marion County and surrounding areas, they're grasping to what they're seeing from you. So let's talk about your play. Okay, your first play, you wrote it down because I believe definitely saying that, write the vision, make it plain. You wrote it down and it came to life. Tell us about this first play, and then tell us about the second play as well, because these things have already happened. So,
Am I Toxic Part 1 happened September 16th, 2023. And it was a culmination of different aspects of relationships and how each individual will react to it. Whenever I write a certain situation or a play or whatever, it's never my intention for everything to have a happy ending when it ends. I really base this off of real life situations. When Part 2 came, that happened April 27th of this past year, it was the culmination or a redemption story for one of the lead characters that was named Tiana. She was fighting for love. She found love
lost love. And then we had one of the other main characters. He was hurt by Tiana, so he reacted only the best way he could. He put walls up, but eventually those walls were broken down.
Yeah.
So it was an experience getting everyone together, and it really took off when everybody realized that we all have some form of toxicity that resides in us when it comes to relationships.
Gotcha.
So the cast made it easy. Yeah.
Gotcha. What goes in that process? Because we see the final result of it all when we see it on stage. What does that process look like in your world?
Oh man, it's the process. What did Usher say? It's the destination is not the goal, but it's the journey.
Right.
The process, from one, starting to write it. The first play took a year to write. Second play took a week to write because the train started moving. But once the cast was brought together, everything gelled. The personalities they came together, and the process was keeping me in check. Sometimes it's harder when you have expectations placed on yourself and you're that driving force, and to stay motivated. The cast was really essential in easing that process on my part with some ad-libs and letting their true personalities come out. So that helped a lot.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I love that, especially when you have the creative juices going and flowing, right? Again, we see this amazing product of the stage play, right? Why go this route? Why not just make a movie or, something in the scenario of something else? Why go this route?
This was a way for me to get my feet wet, to pay the dues, so to speak. I don't want to say it was a lack of confidence or courage on my part, because the stage plays were the beginning. The television shows and movies are coming. I believe in speak those things that be not as though they were. These things are right on the horizon. They are coming. I wanted to get a feel of how to do it first, because once I start a project, my 100% all has to be in that project.
Right.
If not, it'll start to sound repetitive. So I have the television shows in mind that we spoke about earlier, and I also have movies that's down the road. But the stage plays were essential to get Sigma Male Original Productions, the name in general, out there to the public first, and then we're going to grow and expand on that.
Gotcha. And I love the way that you're working with local talent as well. You're making your dreams come true, but they're assisting with you with your dreams, but you're assisting with their dreams as well. How's that been?
That was one of the main journeys that I loved about it, because we have individuals here that may star in movies one day. Some broke the ice and say, this is something I've always wanted to do. And it was a symbiotic relationship. I want to write. I want to put these ideas out there. I want to reach the masses. And they're that vehicle that's going to take that message out there. In the Marion County area, we have a wealth of talent. Everybody's striving to be the best them that they can be. So by bringing, some of the things that I write, their creative influences all together, it was a match made in heaven. It was just awesome, just looking at them work.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you already gave us a glimpse of what the future holds. You talked about the movies and the sitcoms. I know they're coming because that creative mind, think fam, is always going. Is always going. So again, what's next down the line besides that? I know that you have just more plays coming, right?
Yes. In November, I'm currently writing a gospel play called Now Faith. And that's going to take place, it's planned for November 23rd. And then later in November, around November 30th, it's a comedy play called You Know Your Mama Can't Cook. So I'm currently writing that one as well. And that play is going to be centered around a family relationship where we're all gathered together doing what we like to do is eat and fellowship. The main premise is going to be, well, my child is here, let me show you what my child has done. Well, my son is here, let me show you what my son has done. And then we're all going to get our own perspectives of how families interact.
Yeah.
But I'm writing it to bring families together, not split them apart.
I gotcha. And I must say, Fig Fam, I've been invited to be a part of these projects in the future. I'm excited. Thank you for the invite.
I'm waiting to get him on stage. I'm looking directly at that camera too. I got the right one. I'm waiting to get him on stage. So
well, that means I have to do it now. I have to do it now. I thank you for the invite. With all that you've done thus far within this industry, are you proud of yourself?
Yes, I am. But I had to grow into it because I'm always looking towards the horizon for something else to do, another project to get into when it comes to either stage plays, television, or the future of movies. But I have to slow down and enjoy the journey that I'm on. So I'm learning to do that as well. And it's amazing that you asked me the question, because right after the play on April 27th, the cast went their own separate ways and they partied and had a great time with each other. And they said, Craig, are you coming? And I was like, nah, I got some work I got to do. But then I had to say, slow down and enjoy the moment. You built a relationship with this cast and crew. Enjoy the success with them. So I'm learning how to slow down a little bit.
Gotcha. I was having this conversation a while ago that pertains to that, enjoying the success, enjoying the smaller things in life, and just enjoy the process. Because the process, yes, it's hard and tedious at times, but the end result is for us to enjoy. Right? The fruits of our labor. So definitely, I get you, and I'm learning that as well. Definitely. So when it comes down again to, the craft and what you've done and how you do it, what advice would you give someone that's looking at you right now, Cregory, and they're saying, I want to be like him?
Write what you feel. It doesn't have to be so correct in the way you speak, because the way you speak and the way you enunciate certain things, that's you. And you draw the people to your craft.
Right.
Your craft doesn't draw people to you. Be honest to yourself.
That's good.
And be you. And something that I've just come to grips with, and I failed to say at the conclusion of our last show, there are going to come trials and they're going to come tests. Embrace them and allow those to push you towards your purpose. Things are designed to be roadblocks for a reason, but allow those to push you towards your purpose. So if there's that one piece of advice I could give to someone, be true to yourself. If you want to say ain't, say ain't.
Right.
You don't have to say isn't or is not all the time. So be true to yourself and work in your passion.
Yeah. I've learned over the years, and just being an example, and you are as well, great things coming from Marion County.
Yes.
They really do. You can still dream a dream and it still comes to pass. I wrote a song about dreams a few years ago. Accomplishing your dream, going after it. What is your next biggest dream?
My next biggest dream, believe it or not, is to create this production company that I can pass to my two children. I believe sometimes we have to take a stake in the future, and we realize that I'm no longer working for myself, but I'm working for them, so they can continue to, as they get older and they become a mother or a father, where they can be able to say, this is what the legacy my father left me behind. So they can continue to push forward in this and leave something behind for their families as well.
Gotcha.
So that motivates me and that pushes me.
Gotcha. Legacy.
Yes.
Legacy, definitely. I must say, continue to do what you do, because it's so needed. And we need an example of when someone goes after their passions and they're successful in therein. People need to see that. And I know I always say it as well. It's like if you can do it, I can do it too.
Yes,
right?
most definitely.
Yeah, that's how it goes. And I feel like when we have that mindset, it's like a domino effect. Well, they're doing it. Well, they're doing it too. They're doing it too. And everyone is out there following their passion and their dreams.
Yeah.
So please continue. It's so needed.
Most
how
definitely.
can we follow you on social media, and how can we learn more about these upcoming plays?
You can follow me on Facebook under Sigma Male Original Productions. That's the name of my production company. And I'm also online as well at Sigma Male Original Productions.GoDaddySites.com. I know it's a long name, but it is there. And I'm also on Twitter as well, or X. So, and the next plays on my website, they're always updated, real-time updated. So everything from the plays, synopsis of plays, audition dates, everything is on the website. And my business line is up there as well, so you can call me directly and I'll pick up the phone and answer any questions you may have.
He will.
Yeah.
He will. Gregory Adams, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate
keep
you.
Going.
As well.
Keep
and
going.
Keep pushing as well, man.
Thank you.
And stay tuned to see him play the role of Michael Finkley in You Know Your Mama Can't Cook. That's coming November 30th. Yeah.
I love it. Oh my word, Big Fam, don't go away. Back in a moment.
How's it going, guys? It's Justin Stephen Ford, author of the diverse picture book I See Me, and host of Just in Time for Storytime on YouTube. And you are just in time for the Michael Finkley Show.
Looking for some of the best soul food right here in Mullen, South Carolina? I promise you. Come on down to Garden Alley.
Our grape salad's fabulous. Her Watergate, her potato salad, her chicken is fresh. Macaroni and cheese is salted to perfection. I haven't found anything that's not great. Best ever.
Banana pudding, cakes, pies. Yeah. Selection is huge. Garden Alley is an awesome place to eat. I really love it.
Come by and see the amazing staff at Garden Alley, downtown Mullins.
Down the fast lane. Hey y'all, I'm artist Billy Stonecipher, and you're watching The Michael Finkley Show.
Like a freight train down the fast lane, we're coming.
On the next Michael Finkley, we are live location right here in Manchester, New Hampshire, with amazing Christian artists on the rise. As a rapper, SSJ Mikey is with us as we talk about his amazing music, and it takes a village Fink fam. Of course, creative director himself, Arnold Soko, is with us too. Join in, Fink fam. Next Finkley.
As life passes by, reaching for the stars that sit on high. On every mountain peak, I see